Welcome to the Daily Plunge. We're in the Gospel of John, chapter 5, verses 1 through 18. Now, Jesus is back in Jerusalem again. He goes to an area of Jerusalem called Bethsaida. It's a part of the city where there's a pool and a colonnade around it. And because of some agitation of the water, bubbles coming up, there's this belief that if you get into that water, you would get healed. Now, what's funny is that Bethsaida, it means house of mercy, but this is a very limited healing, and it's a pecking order kind of healing. Whoever gets to the pool first, and yet there's a great number of very sick people: the lame, the paralyzed, the blind, the disabled. Jesus is walking along there and finds a man who has for 38 years, think about the longevity of that, 38 years, been an invalid. Jesus learns his condition and asks him a straightforward question. Do you want to get well? The paralyzed man, the lame man, does not answer the question. Instead, he comes up with excuses and delves into explanations. And Jesus does not aid and abet this distraction, but rather simply speaks to him with a new power, right? The power of heaven, the power of spirit and life. He speaks the word, and he says to him simply, pick up your mat and walk. And you think about what an odd prescription that is for someone who's paralyzed. Instead of, start working on this, start working on that, it's just simply get up and walk. And it's an incredible miracle, because if you've ever been laid up for a while, you know, after 38 years, what muscles does this man have? But he is fully restored. And at the command of the word, he is cured at once. There's no limitations on him. Now, there's a slight problem. This happened on the Sabbath, when no work is to be done. But Jesus didn't do any work, right? He simply spoke, commanded. Now, the man carried his pallet, and that was considered work. And the man, when he's confronted by the religious rule keepers, he passes blame. And the question is, does the man have gratitude to Jesus if he's passing the blame onto Jesus, right? And so even though the man is physically made well, spiritually, he's still lame. He's still sick in his spirit. And we know this because Jesus comes up to him and says, see, you're well again. Stop sinning, or something worse may happen to you. And, how often are we healed by the word of grace? How often are we healed by the gospel, and yet we desire a return to the law, to live under the taskmaster of the law? And because of this, this is one of the reasons they're going to go after Jesus. And so I encourage you to think about how God is seeking to heal you by simply the word. Thanks, friends. Have a blessed day. Please go ahead and share this with others or give a review. Have a blessed day.